I think these look great. I really do. They're nice looking spreads. Both of them are. And I think that the one thing I think that you really understand is you're drawing a nice relationship between the headlines, the subhead, and the image itself, especially this. So great use of image here. Now, the one thing I want to recommend is using a grid on your design. Now, if we went back to the announcements, I forget what week it was, a couple of weeks ago back here, where the heck was it? Here it is, how to design using a grid. Take a look at that video. It's really important. It shows you how to set up and use a grid for optimal alignment, and you'll see an intense improvement in your work, I promise. A couple issues here. This has no alignment. It says Talk to Children Music by Thomas Taber. That's how I'm reading it. So try to get some alignment in here. Whenever you're creating these little typographic compositions, read them to yourself and see what do you want to see first? What do you want the viewer to see first? And how do you want them to read it? So, if you're taking a look at this, I think it's kind of clear that most of us are going to go Talks to Children Music. So that would need to be rearranged. You've got your rags. Now, we've talked about rags, and I think that these rags are very poorly set. See this right here? This big pattern, this wave right here, that you do not want that. What you want is longer, shorter lines, long, short. This isn't bad right here for rags. This is a pretty good, except that word of, but this is pretty good, except it goes long line. It should go long line, short line, long line, short line, long line, short line, but with nothing very noticeable. Do you know what I mean? Last thing you want to do is just whoop, that big pattern right there. You don't want that. You've got the grid. I think would help if you were to employ a lot of alignment with that. Also, we've got a couple of things over here. You got a left alignment on the subhead here, but then you turn around to right alignment on the caption. So that's really, really unusually uncomfortable. I would say right align that whole thing. Also, punctuation marks. When punctuation marks lie in the left margin, or if on the left margin line, you want to hang those punctuation marks. What that's going to do is it's going to pull them over the margin line, and it's going to clean up that left margin. It's called just look. It's really easy to do. It's just 2 quick click settings in InDesign, but it's called optical margin settings, or hung punctuation, or hanging punctuation. Just look those up when you research that. It'll be easy to see. There's a orphan right there, a widow right there. That's not good. Basically, technically, that's a widow as well. Other than that, I have the same comments here. Mainly, my main thing here is, that's the same headline, by the way. That's actually the same subhead too. I think that, hang on one second. The heck? Oh, here we go. Sorry. Yeah, your type, that's the same typeset too. Oh, no, it's not. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not. Basically, it's the same though. So same comments with hierarchy and the grid. Okay. Other than that, I think you're looking real good. Nice job. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a holler. Thank you.